long time, my whole family. And one of the things that we always did within our community, before anyone became a candidate, we had committees work well. If you were elected a committee chair by your peers in your particular district, that meant you represented them. So everyone who wanted to run had to come before this committee. They had to bring their resume, and they had to come so that we interviewed them before anybody else, and then we would take it to the chair. But we did that on our own because we wanted people in our community who knew us and who would represent us. We did very well with that, and that worked out well. But we don't do that anymore.
That's exactly what's
Okay,
being
so
done on
that's-
Thursday, Dorothy.
But that's the first time in a long time. We just had people just put up in front of us. And the reason I can say that, because I'm still, I know maybe you didn't know about what Bob Young was doing, but when he put up those two people on that ticket with me, and I knew that they weren't qualified for anything, and one was a Republican and one was a conservative, and we did the whistle cooler so they could run. That was one of the worst things we did. It was very bad. Our people around here, they were just upset about us. You want to know what I'm just telling, they were upset because they did not represent us, and certainly they did not have the qualification for it. You got one man that comes and talks crazy stuff all the time, and the other was only concerned about the animals. So that was not, I'm not being funny, I'm just telling you the way it was. Because, but no one bothered to say, Dorothy, do you think these would be good candidates? What do you think about it? You know, and if I have a lot of people that work with me, I would have been able to bring people together to help select someone. Because we do have people in the community who would better qualified than those two people. So it's that kind of...
What are the qualifications in order to move our community forward?
Well, I think
But
we,
Can you answer his question as far as qualification with Anna Haber and Tom Sawyer? And as far as they already been elected?
Well, I think the fact that you've been elected or not been elected
Well,
is not
answer the
relevant.
question.
I will.
but he didn't do a good job.
Again, no, I disagree with you.
In your community, he did a good job.
No,
In our community, he didn't. He granted more pilots than anyone in our community. Do you know how much money we lost on our tax roll since you've been running things?
Since I've been running.
Yeah, because it's a lot more than when the Republicans was even running. We're a bigger colony now than ever. That's why people are frustrated. And the fact that you don't see it or can't acknowledge it, none of the old rules are working now. We need a 21st century plan that is going to finally figure out how to do a lot of the things you said you wanted to work with us to figure out long ago, but finally figure out how do we become a diverse community region of strength where you all don't continue to treat us like a colony. Because that's what everybody's mad at. We're being treated like an economic colony to the bigger, grander interests of the Nassau County whatever. And because you all had your eyes on the governorship, you was trading us statewide. But that's what, so we either need to know, can you get some new ideas and look at some new character traits and some new economic innovation that will take us as a region where Hempstead and the corridor can be an economic, vital economic engine to the region instead of the dumping ground. Do you think you could help us if you're going to turn us into Nassau County's projects to give us a benefit by having the diverse housing that everybody wants instead of pimping us so your community sends your poor people here and our middle class and working class people got to go live where you live? We need some new ideas. If you didn't read the research, suburbia now has more poor people than the urban areas. And under your leadership, we're in no position to even benefit from that. So this is not just for the corridor. We're looking at where we fit into the region that you lead. And you need to figure it out because it's more black and brown people, more poor people. It's, you know, and the rich people can't keep exploiting us the way you are. That's what the deal is. And it doesn't matter the committee meetings, how many times you do and don't meet. If everybody's coming together with the same old-fashioned exploitative colonialist ideas that we've lived, then we maybe need to be talking about looking for the next person that will do what you did the Sabbath. Maybe your time is up, like you told us about Sabbath. Because there's nothing innovative coming out. I mean, I'm just saying.
I would like to